those houses burnt down to the ground almost, though. That's the house been burned down before, and then again, in real. Oh, Dad, Dad, I'm up. Houses.
Damn it! Let's go! There's fire to there, dude! Let's go! Damn, it's hot. Let's go, dude. We're good. We made it. We found it. We're going to line on the road. Oh, my God. We're going to sleep. Yeah, I know. You can't sleep on this. We're almost to the smoke side. Is anybody still real Mexican grill, bro? But where? Can we go to Front Street? Is anybody on Front Street? It says Civic Center is the shelter. Civic Center.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well, and shalom to the elect, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. It's your brother Tobiah Yaquanah coming at you with a quick lesson. Lord willing, is edifying. As you saw in that clip, Hawaii is getting hit with plagues, man. If you go into the word plague, basically means fatal disorders when you look it up. All right. And yeah, these people are like actually jumping into the water, man, to try to survive. You know, Hawaiians, they're deemed to be Japheth. All right. So they're not, you know, our people were scattered throughout all nations. So there's absolutely some Israelites over there, but the Hawaiian people are like Japhetic people. All right. And they're getting hit with a plague of wildfires, which when I saw on the news, I guess the governor or the mayor, I don't know, a government official, female government official, said this is unprecedented. It was caused by hurricane. You know, hurricane bring water, right? Water and wind, and now they're getting hit with wildfires due to the hurricane. You know, air quotes. You know, because you never know what this devil's doing out there. But hey, it's all prophecy. So we're going to get off into a few precepts real quick. 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as flock to the slaughter. Because when I was watching it, it reminded me of that day, that dreadful day, man. You know, when the Lord hits this place with ICBM missiles, man. The spirit of the Lord is going to be on those missiles, man. The Lord is going to guide. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to guide, put his spirit in those missiles, and he's going to make them hit their mark. As the scriptures say, they will hit their mark. They will not break their ranks, okay? And, you know, just watching that fire and those men trying to drive through it, and it's just fire everywhere, man. And they're just getting hit with smoke and trying to breathe, and the car in front of them don't want to move. Crazy, man. Reading on 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 10. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And we know in this verse, the land of Egypt is speaking of America. It's pursuant to Revelation 11 and verse 8. It says, verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So that's another clue showing you that this is not speaking of the Egypt in the past, the ancient Egypt, which was also hit with plagues. We know that according to Exodus 9 and verse 14. Lord willing, we get that. It says, but this is speaking of spiritual Egypt. What does Scripture say? This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man, where their dead bodies shall lay, man. And dead bodies, talking about, spiritually dead. I'm referring to Scripture in Revelation, Book of Revelation, where it speaks on how the bodies of the Israelites, the spiritually dead bodies of the Israelites, will lay in the spiritual city called Sodom and Egypt. All right, just roughly paraphrasing that. It says, and will destroy, back in 2nd Esdras 15 and 11, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right. So that's another clue, the destruction of Egypt, where all the land of Egypt will be destroyed, hasn't come yet, man, because Egypt clearly is still over there intact with people in it, and it's not completely destroyed. And so the destruction of Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, is on the way, man. We grab this Isaiah 14 and verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter. And this is talking about the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. It says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. So the waters are going to be contaminated. It says, I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, man. That besom of destruction is nuclear destruction. It's going to be a fire everywhere, just like in that video. All right, just like you got Sarah O'Connor in Terminator 2, or I think it's Terminator 2 movie, where she's holding on to the fence and it's just damn near, it's just a skeleton on fire. All right, say it, reading on, saith the Lord, Yahweh is his name, Bahasham, in the name, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, the only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus and Christ. It says, all right, saith the Lord of hosts. So, going to Exodus 9 and verse 14, just to make that point, that just like in the past, how Egypt was hit, this spiritual Egypt is going to be hit. How Egypt was hit with plagues, this spiritual Egypt is going to get hit with plagues of of damn near everything, earthquakes, we're seeing disease, which the Lord is working on the left hand side through Esau, Edom, pushing these diseases throughout the earth, man. That snake juice that you got to take, or that these jakes are taking, man, that's a disease in itself. All right. Exodus 9 and verse 14, for I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart and upon Salak. Let's start up at 13 real quick. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Lord, power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. Verse 14, for I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth, man. So this is the Lord, man. This is the Lord. The Lord is what they call him, Alashadya, demon-like power. Okay, this is what the heathens call him, the other nations call him, man. Because when the Lord come down and he's pissed off, man, it's hard to cool him down, bro. You know, he gonna come with that fire. All right. It says, Exodus 9 and verse 14, for I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now, verse 15, for now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth, man. So that's what's happening to the earth. Just like in times before in Egypt, these fatal disorders, as the word plague goes into, fatal disorders is happening, man. Fatal meaning deadly. Wildfires, diseases, earthquakes, famine, poison in the water, air, food. It's everywhere, man. Poison all around you, man. The Lord is using that devil Esau Edom on the left-hand side, man, because he knoweth he hath but a short time to send these plagues, to push these plagues into the earth, man. And because as the scriptures say, the kingdom is translated from one power to the other, roughly paraphrasing, and what's happening, man, right? The kingdom is being ushered in, man. So that balance, when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. Hey, that balance of who's the wicked Esau Edom, that balance is being disrupted. It's being leveled out. And when the balance moves, shit moves, Change happens. Everything must change, as that song goes, right? So the balance is swaying toward Jacob's side, man. It's moving toward Jacob's side, man. As these plagues, these fatal disorders enter into the earth. Hey, so Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises once again to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwada Shalom.